Boom! As you know who says. What?
Boom.
So we're live. So, F8 Trucking.
It's going
How
up,
you do-
driving with John.
how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing good. I mean, as you can see, I'm just relaxing in my truck. Your truck looks kind of spacious back there. Yeah.
This is the
Ah.
new internet rookie.
Sorry about that.
Rookie. 130,000 subscribers and still a rookie.
I'm not at 130 yet.
Yeah, this is the new International LT
Wow.
Studio Sleeper Edition.
Sleeps 27 if needed.
Yeah, right. Gives you a nice table and all kinds of stuff. It's another hotel. Another hotel.
Another hotel. What did you do?
Well, I broke down yesterday at a receiver at a shipper in the dock getting loaded. And the time when I broke down was kind of like in that weird, it was about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening. So I had to call like a 24-hour roadside service to come out to the truck. And they said, well, you know what? We're not going to come out until tomorrow, meaning today at 7 o'clock in the morning. Because the part that I knew I needed was a dealership part. And all the dealerships where I was were closed. I was in Leesport, Pennsylvania, which is kind of by like Reading, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So make a long story short, the mechanic that was scheduled to come to the truck at 7 o'clock this morning was able to find a part at a dealership in New Jersey. So he drove out to New Jersey, picked up the part, came and fixed the truck last night. In the middle of all this, I had some family stuff and some other things go on that I had to take care of today. So I just decided I'm going to take the day off and handle business. And what a better place to do it than in a hotel room versus sitting in my truck.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you do more hotel room reviews than anybody I've ever met.
Hey man, I live life in the fun lane, I guess you could call it.
Well, on a good side, you don't have to, you can get as much sleep as you want. You're probably bored out of your mind, honestly.
I am bored. In the hotel I'm in, there's really nothing around me. So I did go shopping a little bit today, but I had to take a $16.50 Uber ride for, I think it was like 4 miles or something like that.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I don't know, man. You know how it is. Life on the road is at times difficult because you have so much going on. Not only in what you do for a career, but, at home. Home life doesn't stop because you're not there. And sometimes you have to take care of things, whether it's personal or family or even business. And sometimes that's hard to do sitting in the truck. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
So I made a decision last night after my truck got fixed that I already paid for the hotel room for last night. So I'm driving back to the hotel. And then I had like I said, I had some stuff happen that needed my attention. So I just said, you know what? I'm not going to do anything today. And that's kind of the benefit of being your own boss. If you don't want to work, you don't have to work.
That's true. That's the benefit of being an owner operator over being a carrier over a company guy. So you got a comment from 7C's. A bunch of people are saying hi and let's get started. But 7C's says, did I miss what broke on the truck?
Yeah, so this is going to sound, I should have kept the part that broke. Okay, so my truck has an enclosed water separator. A lot of trucks nowadays have the Davco system, with the big bubble and the filter. You can you drain it, you take the bubble off, and you put the filter on. Mine looks like an oil filter, right? That's the best way I can describe it for somebody that might not understand what filters in a semi truck look like. It's long. That's what she said. Anyway, sorry, I had to.
We're gonna do that, huh?
It looks like an oil filter, and on the bottom of my filter, I have a little glass bubble. You know who that was.
Keep going.
So I have a glass bubble on the bottom of mine that has a drain that you turn to drain the fuel out of the water separator. Well, that drain broke, and there's gaskets inside that drain, so like you can't seal it. I needed the new bubble, but the guy brought a whole new filter and the bubble for me.
Oh,
Super easy fix. I mean, had a dealership been open where I was broke down, I would have walked there. I could have fixed it in 5 minutes.
You got some comments going on here. Let me go through some of these real quick. Tolga says hi. He goes, "What's up?" Salute to Mr. Scott as well.
What up, Tolga?
Sar says, "What's up? How you doing, Mr. John?" All right, I'm doing good. It's been a very warm day today, actually. I'm so happy that we're out of winter, even though it was a very light winter. I'm just happy to be out of it. So,
it was Cash calling. It was.
I know. I have yeah. I didn't read it, but I was figuring you would. Zard also said, howdy, Scott.
Howdy.
And then everybody's calling it too. They know it's Cash calling you. Cash, if you're watching, you're busted. We knew it was you. All right. All right. But no, I'm enjoying this weather definitely because I'm a shorts and t-shirt guy. I'm a shorts and t-shirt guy. You know what I mean?
Well, so the fact that I'm from the north, it's still like 40 degrees in Minnesota, 45. Yesterday was 97 degrees where I was. Like, I'm not ready for that. And the humidity was unbearable. I'm not ready for that.
Well, if you're in a hotel, at least it has air conditioning, right?
Yep. Well, that was part of the reason why I wanted the hotel room. I have a portable air conditioner in the truck, but
no, I know. Well, I know him enough to guess that. That's totally said about Cash. Yeah. So that's I don't know. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. You get to relax in the hotel, but you're probably bored out of your mind. You had to repair, but you got to take care of some personal stuff too. So you'll be ready to roll when it's time, huh?
Yeah, we'll see. Right now, I don't have a load. My next load isn't. What's tomorrow? What is today? Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? Yes.
Yes,
right?
It is Tuesday. Every time I checked, it was, yes.
Yeah, today's Tuesday. So my next load really isn't scheduled till Thursday morning. So I'm going to try and find some sort of like, a local style load tomorrow, or maybe a load into New Jersey, because I pick up on Thursday over in like the Allentown, Pennsylvania area.
All right.
So,
all right.
Sometimes you have to make decisions that like actually affect not just one day, they affect multiple days. But
yeah,
like I said, life doesn't stop because we're on the road. You know what I mean? Our kids need us, our significant others need us. Your parents might need, like, I had stuff I had to take care of and some business stuff I had to take care of.
Yep.
So
yep, I get it. Definitely been there. Shannon Thomas Trucking. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, Shannon.
The grumpy old trucker, grumpy old son of a gun. Admit it, Scott, you just wanted a few days off in a nice hotel.
That's so far from so yes, I wanted the time in the hotel when I found out I had to take care of the stuff I wanted to take care of. But anybody that kind of knows me and I like grumpy old trucker, I'd rather be at home. Like I don't like to sit and basically do a 34-hour reset out on the road. I'm not that type of guy. I would rather be at home.
Yeah, I think he was just messing with you.
No, I'm just letting the audience know, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we know it's Tuesday. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Um, I mean, out there in here it has been Wednesday. LOL. Oh, that's right. I think he's
Yeah,
from
turkey.
Turkey or something. Yeah, yeah. So is it Wednesday there already? Because if so, you just kind of melted my mind a little bit. Um, Zar
I bet it. I mean, that's
says,
5 hours
oh,
from Eastern time zone. Midnight. It's 7 o'clock, 7:10 Eastern right now.
true, true. He's up in the middle of the night or early morning. Um, I'm a cowboy boots and shorts dude. Yes, sir. Let me, let me just say thank you for liking my comment on the Tesla dump trucks. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
That
I try
reminds
to
me.
I was just gonna say I try to read all the comments, but honestly, it's getting extremely hard. So I'm not gonna promise you I did read everyone, but I do my best to read every comment that everybody gives me every day. So go ahead.
Well, you kind of look for particular comments too, right?
Like what? Oh, I mean, yeah, I have some members, and if they comment, then yeah, obviously I reply back to every member, until that gets too big too. But right now, manageable, I can do it. So
Pat yourself on the
they get
back a little bit more.
they,
Here, I'll do it for you. I'll do it
they
for
get
you.
they get priority. Hey, 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 hey. As it says up there on the scrolling thing up there, anybody that gives a Cash App or is a member gets priority in the chat and with me. I just can't. That's just how it is. So. Midlife Tracker says, "You look so uncomfortable when I say that."
Because it's for call a spade a spade. That's your day, man. I know other people. We have a name for people that do things for money in this country.
Hey, wait, you do things for money. You drive a truck for money.
Oh, good point. Yeah, you know what? You know where I was going with that. You know where
I
I was going with that.
I drive a truck and I also make videos. That doesn't make me anything any different than anybody
They
else.
do that
I'm just
for
a
money too on other channel or other internet websites.
yes, they probably do. Midlife Trucker says, I do a paid 34 reset every 6 days. I love my day off. I can't I can't do those recaps.
I run nothing but recaps, but that's
Yeah.
just for what I do.
Well, he runs his clock out every single day. That's why he takes 34s.
I
But
don't. I don't do that.
yeah, yeah. Remember Trucker says, same here. I prefer taking my time off at home. I think 99.9% of the customers will. So,
Customers.
um, I'm sorry.
Now,
See what
do
you
you guys see what's going on here? He's referring to as
truck
customers.
drivers? No, I'm not. Shut up. No, truck drivers. Every truck driver would be that way. And besides that, you know what? You know what? If they're my customer, they're also my boss. So go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, you tell me what you want. All right, you tell me what you want. I'll see if I
Oh,
can. I'll see if I can bounce a ball on my head or do a trick for you. How's that? All right. You had to do that, didn't you? Yes, sir. 2:11 a.m. on Wednesday in Turkey
so
right
it's
now.
7 hours time difference,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. One, two. Let me pull
Yeah,
off my shoes. Hang
so
on.
7 hour time difference.
Midlife trucker. Um, I never wear shorts. The whiteness would blind people. Well, that's because you never wear shorts. If you wore shorts, you wouldn't have that issue. The grumpy old trucker says, "Hey John, where's my wrench? You don't got a wrench? Oh, well, I'll fix that in a minute. Give me a minute. Actually, I need to hand out a few of them in here." Midlife trucker, by the way, he's been a member for a month, and he's at the gold level. Um, all all users are equal. Some are just more equal than others. Moving along. Awkward silence. All right, hang on one
Put them
second.
back up on the screen. You have grumpy old trucker on the screen. There you go.
All right, I got someone backstage, I think. Let me bring him in real quick here. And we're gonna introduce the boss man. We just got to deal with a thing here. Hey, boss man, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Coming to you from the mobile studios, no longer at the headquarters.
Hey, this is my show. Be quiet.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Midlife Trucker, for being a member. I do appreciate it. Midlife Trucker, Driving with John, the only fans account.
OnlyFans account.
Guys, don't be sharing my secret. Oh man, that's supposed to be on a DL. Don't be telling everybody about my OnlyFans account, man.
Yeah, we can't call everybody customers now.
That's upset.
You caught that too?
Laughing.
Yeah, I got that.
I got a lot going on in my brain right now. Okay, just leave me alone. Midlife Trucker recaps. What's at 15 hour in a truck stop at night? Nope. 10 hours, turn around and burn. Usually do it as a split if I can.
I never,
Jan
the
Thomas
most I
said,
ever spend in a truck stop is probably 8 hours. Because I'm running nothing but split sleepers. And in the reefer game, like, you deliver either late at night, early in the morning, and then you're going to pick your next load up right away. To be honest, I spend more time at shippers and receivers than I do at truck stops.
sorry, go ahead and talk, guys. I'm going to give out a couple of wrenches along the way. So I owe a few people in here some wrenches.
So, boss
Guys,
man, what
I
what
was
are
just
you
going to ask
doing
you a
tonight?
question. What do you consider average? I mean, my normal routine is working through my 70-hour clock, and then I'll work for 1 week on a recap. I notice where Midlife Trucker says he does his thing the way he does, but I only go 2 weeks. I got to take a break.
Well, I don't think there's any average. I think that's just for what you as a driver, no matter if you're an owner operator or a company guy, like what are you trying to do? You know what I mean? I don't think there's an average, you know.
Well, by that I mean I find my averages and numbers are higher when I do it that way. If I just work a week and take it take a 34, man, I tell you what, the numbers are a lot lower for me. Whereas if I just run recap, I find it easier to get that extra load in on that first week, so my numbers get higher. So that's just why I do that.
I do it because of my customer freight, the way that my freight's set up. All my freight brings me back to Minnesota. Let me be clear about that. Not like anytime I leave Minnesota or Wisconsin and head out east, I get back to Minnesota usually in like 8-9 days. And in that process, I'm doing LTL freight. So like I'll go and sleep at the house one or two times a week in that trip, and then get back in my truck and finish the route. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let me interrupt you guys for 1 second. So we got people, customers, like 2 or 3 different people, and then grumpy
Scott and I
old
were
I'm looking
trucker.
at YouTube all wrong. Yeah, I need to look at my subscribers as customers. You're teaching me a lot about how to get to 130,000 subscribers.
No. Driving with John people are my team, not my
Truckers
customers.
are people too.
But they do support me, honestly. They do help me, be able to afford some of the gadgets I have to make better videos, but that's pretty much all I can afford right now.
Are you going to tax your customers, John?
I don't believe in legalized theft. What I want? Oh, John, it's not going well. Yes. Sounds like a lot of wasted time at the shipper and receivers. I think that was 7 C's to you, Toga. I appreciate the kindness, sir. Oh, because I gave him a wrench. Grumpy Old Trucker, thank you. Got a wrench. Hey, WCF Invader. So I'm hoping you just started in here. You didn't hear that last conversation. So, what's up, y'all? Good day to you, as well as the hotel review guy. Uh, I added guy. Sorry. I feel for you, F8. With all your breakdowns. You want to say something to?
One breakdown.
It was one break. Well, no, you had okay. Over the last couple of years, I mean, like when your Mac went down in Maryland, I
Oh
think it
yeah.
was. Oh, dude, like that was horrible for you. It was a while too. Midlife Trucker says, what is the state again? Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Don't you know?
Could tell by his accent he's from Minnesota. Don't fool anybody.
I feel like the furnace in my room just kicked on. Hold on.
Dawn. Wait,
That's
who is it
that's
calling
that,
Dawn?
that's
Is
him
it,
picking on the fact that he's from the north. You know, he's making a big deal out of it, cranking up the heat.
yeah.
No, turning it down.
And then
Take it on,
good
you
day
guy.
at Toga. All right, guys, I made it through the comments. So I got a bunch of people in here, guys. There's like 70 some right now. Guys, make sure that you go down, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're at. If you're a truck driver, ask a question if you have a question. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Guys, I do appreciate everybody that watches. You're not just a customer to me. I left an opening. Take it,
That's
guys.
a
Take
great
it.
commercial. I was coughing. That's a great commercial. You're not
Oh,
just a
shut up.
customer to us. You're
You
a
know what?
name.
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. If you're a member, I'm dropping a membership video probably within the next day or two.
Good for you.
And if you want to know me personally, there's a lot of personal stuff in there that I'm sharing with people. And I've invited a bunch of my YouTube friends, trucking friends, a few family members to just do a short little thing to say what people think of me. And I don't care if they hate on me or they love me, and it don't matter in between. I'm going to put all those videos in there so that you guys can see who I really am. Because I'm not just a shorts guy that makes amazing shorts that makes you never get off YouTube. I'm much more than that. So that was all for you, Pate. All right. I hear that Minnesota has 2 seasons, winter and July. Our WCF. Oh, okay. WCF is the dawn.
It's the Dawn.
Okay.
That's his name.
Okay. Oh, is it really? I didn't know that. Huh. All right.
Probably shouldn't have said that. Sorry, WCF Invader.
Only 4 thumbs up. I don't know. I'm not actually looking. I never look at that, guys. So if you want to do it, do it. If you don't, you don't. You don't. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna change my world. So, Midlife Trucker says 5. Okay, he's counting down now, I guess. Come on.
They're
They are
free.
free. That's true. They are free. That is true.
Driving with John is having a sale right now to his customers. Free thumbs up for everybody.
Yeah.
I love it.
You're lucky we're on YouTube because I would be giving you one of these digits pointing upward, but it wouldn't be the thumb. All right, so Don Clarion is the name. He is a
Don.
mob of the YouTube streets.
Hold up, we know you're from Turkey, and that's probably a little bit closer to Italy than where we are, but we know Don Corleone.
He's referring to WCF as him, and he's explaining that he's the mobster of YouTube streets. Don't you know?
Oh, okay. I didn't let you finish the comment. I'm sorry, Tolga. I apologize. Call Driving with John's customer service number.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, careful, guys. Don't taint the commenting pool. I'm not able to see the screen, so I'm gonna bounce off what I hear. Be careful, guys.
Yeah, if you want to talk to customer service, all you gotta do is go to my merch store, purchase anything, wait for it to be delivered, and then leave me a comment and let me know what you think. All right. So
there you go.
Midlife Trucker invited guys. I never pump this stuff like this, but it's because that guy in the middle right there, it's because he's here. Because I know he's having a ball with us right now. In his head at least. WCF Invader 8K in repairs within the. Oh, I guess I should probably switch it so you can see that. 8K in repairs within the past months. I'm ready to dump the truck. Look back
Dude,
on
how you feel, man? Jeez,
the
8,000 a
Schneider
lot.
truck I passed on was a poor decision, even if it was overpriced. I
It's
can't
so
see that last
small up
part.
here.
Yeah, I know. I can't see it either. It's like, But yeah, dude,
Guys,
that's
Reevaluating things. Reevaluating things.
oh, that's reevaluating. Okay. Yeah, I don't
I'll
know.
Yeah.
It's
warn
all
you, just so
it's
you
all
know,
bleeding
John.
together.
Just so you know, guys, I'm traveling 40 westbound right now, and of course, I'm doing the cell phone thing. So if we lose it, or if I get bumped, it's because I'm driving into a thunderstorm. So I could lose signal. So just warning you, just in case that happens.
All right.
Be careful.
Oklahoma. Yeah, be
Oh, I mean, it's
careful.
not raining or nothing, but I see it up ahead. So I just,
Oklahoma, USA, and I'm the original grumpy old trucker.
Uh oh, Frank's got competition.
No, that was Frank that said that.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Told you, I'm not watching the screen.
Don't read it. Skip.
I want to read it. I don't see.
All right, go ahead.
Well, do you see something bad with it?
No.
So the emergency number was a Canon event. All right. Thanks, Victoria. All right. WCF Invader says it's good. F8. I don't mind. I'm sorry. F8 trucking. Guys, everybody go subscribe to F8 trucking. Awesome guy, awesome channel. I do call him the vlogging king for a reason. It's good.
I don't know if I told you, but I've already subbed to your channel, Scott.
Oh, thank you.
I don't mind. Most people know my full name.
Okay.
Don Cloria.
Oh my goodness.
Forget it. You know what I meant. LOL. Kind of crazy face. And there we go with that comment again. Cresby wants to know, what is your favorite car? All right, let's shoot this one around. I think everybody here probably knows. Well, a few people, one person in here knows mine for sure. If you know what my favorite car is, put it in the comment section. Whoever guesses it right first gets a shout out. All right, go ahead.
You know what my favorite car is. You know what it is.
A bass
and
boat.
I've said on previous live shows mine, so you already know.
A 12-foot bass boat.
No.
No.
I own one, John. You know what my favorite one is?
Oh, the Rolls that you have at home. The Rolls Royce.
It's not a Rolls. It's not a Rolls. My favorite car is a Porsche 911 Turbo.
Porsche,
All right.
Porsche man.
What's yours, Steve?
I'm all about Fords, man. So if you give me a good souped up Ford Crown Victoria, I'm happy as hell.
Crown Victoria.
Crown Vic. My very first car was a 1986 Crown Vic. I loved that car.
You can go on almost any lot and buy a Crown Vic for like $1,000. Sorry, I'm a Corvette guy. So if anybody guessed that by now, then you got it right. Good job.
Well, I know one guy in the audience who's probably going to guess that in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I know. Toga, it's Tolga, right? Tolga? Am I saying that right?
That's not what I've always enunciated it as. I don't know if that's right or wrong.
You're technically correct, Scott. But the Italians wouldn't agree with your probably, brother. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why that keeps popping up, so let's just go past that. The complaint department was open from 3 a.m. to 3:02 a.m. and no one showed up. Sorry, guys. It's hard to find dependable people to answer the phone. And I don't want I don't want to farm it out to, you know, somewhere where you can't understand what they're talking about. All right, let's move along. Nope, nope, I'm straight. You're straight. He's straight. We're all straight. I can't say one word, but I can say the other one. Why are we getting that one over and over again?
Because
Hey,
we're
Victoria.
vertical.
No, I know that. Hey, Victoria. I appreciate the comments. I really do. But can you leave it, like, change it up now and then? Just give me a different comment. Stop spamming me with the same comment. That would be nice. I appreciate it, Victoria. Victoria Bishop. Hey, if anybody knows Victoria Bishop, can you let her know to stop spamming my channel with the same comment over and over and over again? All right. Please be appropriate in the chat. That's right. You tell them. Don't spam. By the way, if there's any moderators in here, the next time you guys can get rid of any time she says that same comment again. So I'm okay with that. I don't usually delete comments, but that one you can. Please be appropriate in the chat. Don't spam. Type in English as
The
a
mutual language.
mutual language. Just asking kindly. Yes. Well, the problem is I'm not very good at reading. I'm dyslexic, and that screen is this tiny big, so I still can't read it. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yes, I know it's spam. I know. Let's stop paying attention to it. You know, sometimes when you got a problem like that, you just ignore it and it goes away. I-40, you can take a break at the Cadillac Ranch. It now has room to park on both sides of the of semis. No one knows about it either. Well, if you're sharing it on YouTube, now everybody's going to know about it.
Yeah, right.
Shalom.
I can't read. Does that say shalom? Shalom?
Yeah, shalom. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Like in this vertical screen, when you post them up there, they literally are like this big up on my top corner of my phone.
I know. I could be looking down here, but I don't like not looking at the
That's
screen.
salam.
So,
Salam.
yeah. Salam. Okay.
Saying hello.
Hey. I would say your name, but I know I would mess that one up. Sorry. You're on Facebook. Hey, how you doing? All
Don't even try.
No. Corvette. Yeah, you got it right, midlife. I knew you would because we were just talking about that today. Mr. Midlife Crisis guy sends me a picture
Midlife
of
crisis,
a T-Bird and a Cessna plane, and he said that it's part of his midlife crisis. Man, rough life right there. But he'll take a Chevette. You send me a Chevette, and I'll show you where you can Chevette. Corvette, yes, Corvette.
You know, I took my first driving test, believe it or not, back in New York when I was 17 in a Chevy Chevette.
Seven Seas Gestures was a 911. That dude said Crown Vic, LOL. That was my response too. It's a New York thing though, because I know another guy from New York. He's probably watching in the background. He doesn't ever comment, but he does watch my channel. And he was actually a professor of mine in college, and we became friends afterwards. But dude, he's from New York, and he's also into Crown Vics. Maybe it's a New York thing. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I can't vouch for that personally, but yeah, probably.
Midlife Trucker. I want a 24 Tesla Model 5 dual motor. Well, you go on with your bad self.
I'm not a Tesla fan. I was at first. I don't know if I mean, I've never driven one, so I'm just talking out of my rear end here. But I mean, they're fast. Those electric cars are fast as hell, man. I'm not a big, I don't know. They haven't grown on me. You know what I mean? Like, I liked them when they first came out. I thought it looked different. It was like, I liked seeing the big, like, screen on the front console. But yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you, I don't know if I'd have to test drive one, to be honest with you, but I probably wouldn't want one. But you know what is really cool that's made by Tesla is that Cybertruck. Those things are friggin' nice looking. I don't know what it is. I just like that whole blocky, weird looking. I don't know. I'm weird. as we all know already anyway. Mine is anything that gets me from point A to point B and back. Grumpy old trucker, dude.
Well, we're talking about Teslas. I only feel it fair to mention I have two kids at home that both idolize Teslas. Because I'm saying that because the wife and kids are probably watching this live right now. So
That's cool.
You talk about Teslas. You've got my oldest son Andrew's attention.
No, I'm not saying anybody that has it, dude. If you have a Tesla, good for you. I mean, I used to have a hybrid. My daughter has a hybrid, and I think if you can afford it and you like it, go for it. I mean, it's your car, it's your money, it's your life. Do what you want to do. I'm all about that.
Me personally, I could never drive one myself. But.
Hence the 911.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me my pronunciation was correct. I can't even say pronunciation. So, Toga took care of Victoria. All right. Thank you, Toga. Midlife Trucker says, keep in mind that when a comment gets hidden in YouTube, it's not always hidden in StreamYard. Well, I'm not in.
Good to know. Good to know.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either. How does he know that? Does he already have? Do you already have StreamYard? Raleigh PD has some Interceptor Crown Vics in the public auction pen. There you go. Go to Raleigh and get yourself an Interceptor Crown Vic from the PD in Raleigh. What do you think?
Completely gone through all those because there's too many taxi companies around that are procuring all the old Interceptors. I thought they were getting into the Impalas now.
I know, that's what he said.
Yeah, I know.
Toga says,
I'm learning.
Yeah. Toga says, some with shalom actually means hi, and I said good night in Turkish, LOL.
So I got a question about, I mean, I know nothing about Hebrew. I thought shalom meant like peace.
I always thought it was universal to mean either either hi or peace. So
I barely speak English. Right. You can't expect me to know that. I'm just a truck driver. Leave me alone. I'm past the midlife crisis. That was about 10 years ago. 10 years ago? I haven't even hit my midlife crisis. I haven't even hit my midlife crisis yet. Man, I'm going to live to be really old. Wait, did someone say?
Hey, I feel it only fair to mention.
An 07 Honda Civic. WCF Invader must be like me, little bit, maybe a little bit of like Fast and the Furious. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, Go ahead.
So growing up, I had buddies. I was a Ford guy when I grew up, so I had a Mustang when I was younger, and all my friends were driving like the Acura Integras, I think. Acura Integras and the Mazda RX-7s, and like would put in all the souped up stuff. They sounded cool, but
most of the ones upstate New York, they used to sound like freaking lawnmowers. That's what I call them.
Yeah, I don't mean anything against anybody that likes Honda Civics or anything like that, but there's a whole population where I live that of kids. I call them kids. They're not really kids, but I'm just old and a boomer and out of touch. But they drive around in these Civics, and they're all like, you know, low to the ground. They got the tires cambered out like this, you know, and I just like.
Do you know why their tires are like that?
So they can get it lower to the ground.
No, better. They have better handling. More of the tire is on the ground. They have better handling.
No, they camber them so that literally just the edge of the tire is on the ground. The flat part's like this. Dude, I'll get a picture next time I'm down there and send it to you. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Too, their wider tread patterns and low profile, it knocks the water out, keeps hydroplaning to a minimum too.
Yeah, but when the tread pattern's on the side of the tire instead of the bottom, it doesn't do it much good. Just saying.
You'd be surprised.
Crown Vics are meant to ride in the back.
Mhm.
Oh wait, that's
That's why
something
they
else.
make an ideal taxi cab. We used to run nothing but that.
All right, we'll move along. Midlife. You've been riding in the back with Crown Vic recently? All right. I'm I'm intimately familiar with Tesla. I owned one until our family grew out of it. If you if you all
I remember
got
him
any
mentioning that the other night on the live we had.
Yeah, if you all got any question about them, just ask. My favorite electric vehicle wouldn't be a Tesla due to the repair costs. Well, um, how long did you have it, and what broke? Because
I don't
if
think
you only
anything
had it,
broke. He said that he outgrew it.
yeah,
You
no,
know,
he said he didn't like it due to repair
I
costs, which
find
would
it awful hard
imply
to break
that
a
he had a
Tesla,
repair
dude. I
cost.
really do.
So
The only way to break a Tesla is to burn it up.
Toga says tapped. Dude, you are awesome, man. I love this guy. He shows up on one of Steve's lives, and then he comes over to mine. And this guy, he comments, and he's just, dude. This guy is awesome. Seriously, if I ever get out to Turkey, man, I'm gonna take you out to dinner. Um, what? I'm
no.
never going to Turkey.
If you ever get out to Turkey,
Yeah, I'm never going to Turkey, but
you get outside of Florida. Well, yeah, I guess you're a truck driver. You do get outside of Florida.
dude, I used to live in Germany. I'm not afraid to go overseas. I've been there.
I used to play hockey in Germany.
Not Germany, Minnesota.
No, Germany and Italy, Austria,
Wow.
Germany. Did I just say that?
Dude,
Yeah, I just said that.
dude, I got like a superstar on my show. All-star athlete over here. My goodness.
Far from.
Did you put Gretzky on his butt?
No,
All right. So he
I
says
was
tap
not
the
good.
three dots tap the three dots on the right corner, or tap the and hold the screen, and your folks will see the like button. Really? If you hold the screen, you'll see the like button? Huh. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. The vertical live, I'm not super used to. I am not reading that. Okay, that's for you, Toga. I guess hopefully you know what that means. Oh, here we go. We're going to get into the whole shalom conversation. Arabs say shalom. Jews are saying shalom. Wait,
Yes,
salam? Okay.
shalom.
In both languages, those meanings are the same. It's peace upon you. When the Ottomans, is that right? Yeah,
I
Ottomans
can't even
managed
see it.
those territories, some of the words mixed, and the Turkish as well. Huh. Now, I got a question for you. Did you learn that kind of stuff in school? Like, is school, when you guys talk about history, does it go back into like the dark ages? Because like our history is very short. We actually have to learn about, it only comes to a certain point. So I'm just curious. I don't know much about. Okay, they're having a whole conversation in another language. Are you kidding me right now? Midlife trucker, I hope you're not driving. He said something to you, and I'm not going to try to read it. Hence, burr ye gum. Yeah, all right. Grumpy old trucker said, "Well, Scott, I guess we will be going through our midlife crisis about the same time, since we're close to the same age." Right. I think he's trying to imply that you're old. I don't
Me?
know. Yeah.
I'm
He
getting
said you're
old,
gonna.
man.
Whatever. Dude, the old man's down on the bottom, and I'm the
You know,
second. And you're the. So.
I've watched people that I know kind of go through midlife crisis, and I guess people could say that about some of the purchases I made. You know what I mean? But the reality is, like, the older I get, I want less. Like that.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Like, I
Amen.
would.
Yes.
I want less. Like, I want. I want to downsize. I want. Yeah. Like, I have everything. I have almost everything I want, I guess, in life. I want to
Yeah.
downsize. I want to. I want to get rid of responsibilities the older I get.
Ditto, my friend.
Okay, you
Ditto.
know what? Guys, if y'all are going to talk in other languages, I'm just going to show them on the screen and you guys can figure it out. If someone wants to Google Translate or something.
Well, in that case, I'm missing out on half the fun because I can't see the screen.
Oh, here we go. Organized, #organized chaos says camber only helps with the front wheels for drifting. Is that what it's for? Oh, okay. All right. But why are you drifting in a street legal car and driving around town? I'm just saying. Like I said, I'm an old boomer, so I wouldn't understand.
You're my son driving a sim car and having too much fun. That's why.
Hey, when I was a teenager, I drove around town like a maniac, and my car was not meant to be a maniac car, but it was. Just saying, no one would ever guess what car that was.
Every time I tried to drift my older cars back in the day, I used to wind up breaking transmission mounts. What are you talking about?
They're having a conversation. WCF Invader says, if you want a cheap EV with low repair costs, then go with the Chevy Bolt. Really? Huh. They're pretty decent range and have fast charging capabilities. Huh. I would have never guessed Chevy Bolt would be that you would say that. Huh. Okay, these two are still talking. Guys, we don't speak that language. Actually, that one was English, but
Hey, they're having a conversation. They're probably not expecting us to read it. Let them have their conversation.
I couldn't read it anyway. They can have a conversation all they want. Talk. Just saying. Now I'm hungry for. Okay, you know what? I think they're still talking. That's what
I
she
didn't see
said.
what it was.
Same to you, by the way. 2016 to 2021, 2014, and many repairs. Many repairs. Wow. Common one was door handle failures, battery failure. Ooh, battery failure. That has to be expensive.
That's the worst. Battery
Then
failure.
drive.
That's
Yeah,
probably the
drive
worst,
until.
most expensive part on the Tesla too.
Well, yeah, it's like replacing a motor basically. Failure, then drive unit failures, being behind in that order. Wow. We're in Germany. I was in.
Where I played hockey, I think or maybe where you lived in Germany.
Oh, where'd you play hockey?
Our home rink, I might pronounce this wrong. Schwenningen, Germany is where our home arena was. The best way I can describe it is it was kind of like a almost like a hill community. Like we were by the mountains. I remember being by mountains, like the downtown part, Schwenningen. I hope I'm saying that right. It's been so long. Was very historical. Like the downtown area was such a cool area. Like we had so much fun there. And the German people, like I got to stay with two families when I went out there, and the people were so nice, like incredibly nice. One of the families I stayed with, the only person that spoke English in the house was the son, who was on another hockey team that we played against. So like I would be talking at dinner and he'd be speaking German to his mom and dad on what I was saying.
Translator, nice.
Well, I was little. My dad was in the military, and we actually lived in a couple of different places in Germany. I couldn't tell you all of them, but I think one was like Stuttgart, maybe.
Now I want to look up that town name. I think it was Schwenningen. I'm sure I'm enunciating that wrong.
Okay, there they go again. Oh my goodness, it's a long conversation. I got a good drive link for every repair. done to that car while I owned it.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. And then he posted a link. So if anybody, you want to check that out, go ahead. That's awesome. And I'm going to take that moment since we're posting a link there. Hey, check out F8 Trucking. Go out, check his videos out. He's definitely got an awesome channel. Subscribe. Down the bottom, Trucking City Media. Make sure that you go check him out and subscribe. I am a guest on Wednesdays and Saturdays on his news show. You can hear me, talk some more if you'd like to. And in the audience, we have Midlife Trucker, WCF Invader, which is also Trucking with Liberty, Grumpy Old Truckers. Anybody else that has a channel, feel free to jump in there and let people know that you do. All right.
Seven Seas has one, doesn't he?
No, I don't think he does. The older I get, the less I want, except for technology. I still buy the gadgets, yeah. Okay, they're going in a long conversation about the history of Turkey. No offense, guys.
Well, think about the whole Middle East, man. Like, well, we were just talking about Germany too. Think of that. Think of that whole area. Like the history that's there is just insane. I mean,
yeah.
I know none of it. Let me be clear. I know none of it, but like the whole continent, man, like when you think of the Middle East, Europe, China, Russia, like the history of these countries is insane. And I mean, like how countries change names and like, certain people occupy certain pieces of land for so many thousands of years, and then all of a sudden they're occupying a different part of a continent of the country. You know what I mean?
Think about all the history that exists over the area you're talking about just by itself. That which you don't know living here in a country like the U.S., you go over there and spend some time and find out the history that you don't know. It's amazing. That's, I only wish I could have had your experience, Scott, but I'll tell you what, you never forget stuff like that.
Well, I will tell you, there's a lot of people that actually watch my channel from Germany because I get to see where people are from, and I actually have a pretty high crowd over there. So if you're from Germany, put it down in the comment section. What city are you from? Let us know a kind of a cool fact about where you live. That'd be awesome. Actually, that's true from anywhere in the world. Tell me where you're from and just give me a cool fact about where you live. That'd be awesome. Midlife Trucker says, every place I was stationed in Germany and Holland. Why is he putting the initials after it? Yeah, you don't need to do that. We bought a refrigerator for the local, for the local bar. No warm beer. Yeah. Actually,
when I went to Germany, there was places that still served kind of warm beer. And I remember one, maybe they were playing a joke on us because we were a bunch of dumb American, younger kids and, young adults, I guess. And we used to go to this bar called Station 60. And it was like the hockey arena was right here. And there was a hill that you walked up and the bar sat right on top of this hill. And so we'd go there like after practice or something, or after a game, go and meet the other team. And anyways, long story short, they started serving beer mixed with Coca-Cola. And it was the strangest thing I had ever, like, they gifted that. We played a team from Sweden, I think. I can't remember where they were from. Had to be Sweden. And we came back in our locker room after the game because you always exchange gifts when you play international teams, you know what I mean? And they had cases on our floor of our locker room of this beer Coca-Cola mix. And it was crazy. It wasn't bad, actually. Now that I think about it, I remember it being like refreshing,
Yeah.
I have to wonder if what you're talking about was just some sort of dark ale you might not have been familiar with, because German beer has its roots in dark ale.
Okay. Well, they told us it was Coke and beer.
It's also
it's my
thicker
former
than
boss
American
used to,
beer.
yeah, he used to be a connoisseur of different beers and wines. And I remember he told me that one time he was over there because he's originally from Canada. And he told me he liked the German beers because of that fact.
But we were talking about history a minute ago. Like, have either of you two like ever seen a real castle? You know what I mean? Like a legit
I've
castle
never seen
from
it.
like.
I mean, when I was a kid, I know we went and toured them, but I don't remember it. But I have seen an American castle, if that counts.
I guess I've never seen an American castle. These castles were, I remember touring some of them, and they were just insane. Like
Yeah.
how they could have built these things. And then you go to like parts of Germany, Munich, and you see these Catholic churches that are just, I mean, they're a work, they're like a work of art. What?
Yeah. I said, I think we lived in Munich when I was a
what
kid,
you're
too.
talking about, you actually can't get into because some of the government just
there.
forbid it.
So Lorianne says, hi, everyone.
Hello to my dear wife. Thank you.
I was wondering if you were going to know who I was referring to. Toga put WCF Invaders channel link in there. Yeah, guys, if you have a channel, go ahead and throw the link in there. Grumpy Old Trucker, you know, I appreciate you throwing that one in there for him. Midlife, if you're not driving, I don't think you are, go ahead and throw your link in there. Just remember, when visiting Germany, we are on the other side of that war.
Of the last war. Talking about World War II?
Oh, of the last war. We're on the other side of the last war.
Yeah, East Berlin and West Berlin. That's right.
Yeah.
East side, west side. All right. Toga.
That came down when I was a kid.
What did?
The Berlin Wall. I remember that. I remember it being such a big deal. Miguel Gorbachev? Or
Reagan presidency.
And Reagan?
Yeah.
Take down that wall. Answer. I was given
85,
an
if I
answer for a
remember
question.
correctly.
I was given an answer for a question about the history, if it's long or not, which is pretty long. Yeah, that's what she said. Sorry, that was just, it was there. I had to take it. That's what she said. All right. I put the initials beside WE. The U.S. are the only place that uses the names Germany and Holland. They call them Deutschland and Netherlands.
Deutschland.
I said Deutschland.
Deutschland.
That's what I said. And there's the Grumpy Old Truckers, guys. Go check out his channel, subscribe. All right, you just got a sub there. Midlife Trucker. Yes, I've toured castles and even stayed overnight in a couple. Yeah,
Wow.
but it doesn't count. It doesn't count when you're in the dungeon, man. Come on, stop bragging about it.
Yeah, they're amazing, man. Like,
what's that?
I remember being in Germany too. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, that's okay. Ben says Europeans call Germany and Holland like this, and that's all he said. All right, Ben. What were you saying, Scott?
I want to say we went to the, is it called the Dark Forest, where they make like these world-class cuckoo clocks? Like, and they still make them. Well, you know, I'm in my 40s now, so this was when I was in my 20s. But I just remember Germany being like so interesting. In Italy, I think one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life is in Italy. A few places in Italy, like Torino, where they held the Olympics. I think I said that right. I stayed there and played hockey, and it was up in the mountains, and it was still to this day probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. I'm kind of like, when I go on vacation, I'm kind of like a Caribbean style type of guy. I want to be by the water, have, hot weather, be by the ocean. But that northern part of Italy and then going down into Venice, like, man, that's some of the most beautiful country I've ever seen. And like I said, including Germany.
I'll tell you where my wife and we want to go to Denmark. That's like where her roots are from. So one of these years we're going to go up there and go all over Denmark. It's, from what I understand, very beautiful place. So all of Europe, dude. I mean, it's so old and so nostalgic, and it's just beautiful. All of Europe is that way. At least that's what I understand anyway. So, listen to us truckers talking about overseas and culture and stuff. Wow, aren't we awesome? Not just dumb truckers. Y'all are being way too quiet.
Who, me? I feel like I've been
Both of you.
talking a lot.
Both of you.
I'm
They're
just
roasting
waiting
part
on
of
you,
the.
John, 'cause I can't see the screen, so I'm waiting on you.
I don't know. You're getting quiet now. It must have started raining. And there he goes. Oh. They are roasting part of the barley double time or triple time to make the beer darker and a bit more bitter. Love it though. All right.
I'll be honest about something. My wife and I had this discussion because, like a typical, I guess you could say a typical kind of like American thought process is when you want to go on vacation, you think of like going to Mexico, or you think of going to the Caribbean, somewhere in the Caribbean. You think of, that's how my family was.
Who just jumped in here?
I don't know. It like skipped.
That was weird. Huh.
I lost my train of thought. What I want to say is I want to see more of this country. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
Because when you talk about
highways and byways.
Well, when you talk about history, and I know you're up in the East Coast a lot. Like when you're up in Massachusetts, Connecticut, parts of New York, like that's where everything started, man. And to think about back in the day that people made a trek from, Connecticut to Minnesota, like that boggles my mind. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think it would be cool someday to go. I don't think I ever would, just because I'm scared, to be honest. But like I think going to like somewhere in the Middle East would be cool. I would love to see the Great Pyramids. Go to like Egypt or something, or Jordan. I would love to do that sometime.
Actually, Israel. I'd love to go to Israel also. Hey, I want to mention, for those of you that were depressed because you never saw a castle, a commenter came up with a great point. And actually, I have to admit, I've actually seen more than one castle. Lorianne says, I saw the Disney castle. Me too. And a princess lived there too. It was awesome. It was really awesome.
Yeah, we had a princess breakfast one time in there.
Oh yeah.
Well, when I brought my kids, I didn't bring them. My mom and dad brought all of us, my brother, all of our families, to Disney World in the United Kingdom on a trip. But my kids were little. I think my oldest would have been like 10. So that would have made my youngest like 8, 7. Did you freeze up?
No, sorry. I'm reading a comment.
I'm going in between cell towers. I'm probably gonna have to reset and come back in.
All right, no problem. You want me to kick you backstage?
Yeah, go ahead, because I may get bumped going over to AT&T.
He said, yeah. I have to see when a guest pops back in. My wife and I went to, actually, that makes the comments bigger. Wow. It shrunk my screen up here, but it made my comments bigger. Huh.
I could make them bigger on my end.
Oh, it did mine. My wife and I went to Biltmore last winter. It was fantastic. Organized Chaos says there's point in Lexington, Kentucky, south of Nashville, Tennessee. Is he talking about a castle?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think
We
so.
have some cool stuff in Minnesota. Right along the river, we have Fort Snelling, which was obviously a fort. And it's super cool structure. It sits up on the bluff, and I can only imagine soldiers being in there back in the day, because you see it's so they weren't going to get attacked from like behind Fort Snelling, because nobody could cross the river that was there. But all where the fort sits is like 180-degree view of every. If there was anybody like an army coming, they could see them probably a day in advance, because of how high this bluff is right on the river. Super cool place.
That's a strategy there. All right, so let me I only have a few more here. Let me get through all these real quick. At Bendover. I can't believe I just read that out loud. At Bendover. Do I know you from some DayZ streams, or is this turned into a famous nickname as a joke? I guess maybe he doesn't get bent over. I don't know. Castles. Yeah, he was talking about castles. Right there it is. Midlife Trucker throws his link in there. Go check out his channel, guys. Make sure you subscribe. What was she? That's what she said. Oh man, I laughed.
Olga, what do you do, man? What do you? I know you live in Turkey. Obviously, you're speaking. Are you Turkish? This might be a weird question. I obviously see you not only in my channel but other people's channel. Like, what do you do? You always seem to be up. I'll drop a video and it's either David Edwards or Tolga that are the first two people to comment. I'm just curious what you do, Tolga.
Oh, he likes coming to our live shows though, and dude, he's awesome. So
I like Tolga.
Yeah, he's always commenting,
yeah.
Especially on mine. He's just joined mine recently.
Midlife Trucker says, John, you cannot tell everyone about the dungeon. The mistress will punish you. Oh wait, that's different. Never mind. Mine didn't have a mistress. Okay. Black Forest maybe?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's what it was called.
Yeah. And then Midlife
My
Trucker.
shoulder's so
Midlife
sore.
Trucker, I've learned something about this dude. Okay. He has seen and done a lot in his life, apparently. I know he's a lot older than me. He's like, I should respect him. He's my elder and all. Because dude knows a lot about everything, pretty much. You're talking about the Black Forest, cuckoo clocks, and woodcraft.
Yeah, that place was so cool. I don't. My parents do have a cuckoo clock from there, and they make them all by hand, dude. It was incredible.
I'm not going to tell you the backstory, but I got to say this, guys. If you haven't checked out Midlife Trucker's channel, you should. This dude, not my job to reveal this, but I'm just saying he's lived quite a life, and he's only been a trucker for like 3 years. So, dude has a lot of experience and done a lot of things in his life. So, kudos to him, man. When I'm pushing 60, and definitely I don't want to be sitting in this truck. So, I probably will be though. Safe travels. All right.
Thank you. Oh, I recognize him too.
Cali
Or them. Yep.
Oh, cool. Grumpy Old Trucker. Wait, what? So John was made in Germany because he was a little cuckoo. I am a little cuckoo, that's true, but I was made in Colorado. I was a twinkle in my dad's eye in Colorado. It's raining hard in Des Moines, Iowa, otherwise known as D's Money's, Iowa, right now. Running the
So,
wipers while
You just
parked.
love tearing that name up, don't you, John?
What, D's Money's? That's what me and my kids call it. So
if you're in Des Moines, WCF Invader, go to a restaurant called, it's in downtown though. Go to a restaurant called, oh my gosh, what's the name of the place? It's a burger joint.
he said he's parked.
Oh, what the
He said
hell is
while
that place
parked.
called? I have a shirt from there. I wore it the other day.
Oh, you talking about the zombie burger place?
Zombie Burger. Thank you. Zombie Burger. Yes, that's what
Yeah.
it's called.
Yeah. Apparently, Mr. Cash improved himself and now hacking the Scott's device.
Wouldn't
Oh,
surprise me.
when it jumped around. This is from Facebook. Stuart says, "Are you in a truck, John?" Yes, I'm in a truck. You can't see my thing back here, seat here. I'm definitely in a truck. I would show you my location.
Don't do that.
You know what? Well, not my location, but I'll show you the truck stop. I just want to make sure there was nothing distinguishing there. Oh wait, that's gonna be. Never mind. I'm not gonna play with all the settings to get that switched around. Sorry guys, not doing that. And now I just messed up my whole setup here. Nope, sorry. Yes, I'm in a truck. I'm in a 2023 Cascadia. So, hey Fate, when are you going to go live next? He's live right now.
I'm live
What the
right now,
heck?
WCF Invader.
Yeah, he's live right now.
I was live the other morning at what time was that? One
Oh my
o'clock,
goodness, it was a
1:30?
friggin' yeah, it was like in the middle of the night. It was crazy.
Oh.
I actually caught it though.
Yeah, no, it was after midnight because I was still up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think somebody came in there and bought you a bunch of memberships. I
Yeah,
don't remember who
thank you
that
for
was
that.
though. Who? Me? It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Did
There's
he
no
say
modesty in that statement at all.
did he say he went to Disney World in the UK? Is there a Disney
No,
World in the UK?
no, I called it, I said the United Kingdom because that's that's what they call that castle area.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. There is no Disney World in UK. No,
I,
but there's a UK and Disney World. All right.
like if you're ever in Disney World, they have like where the castle and everything is, there's a bunch of restaurants and all kinds of stuff from like almost every, like I'm assuming every culture, as many as agree to be part of Disney World, you know what I mean? And it's called the United Kingdom. And you can go and get different types of food, you can buy different things that are supposedly from, that culture.
Yeah. I guess there. Lorraine was talking about Biltmore Castle in Ashland, North Carolina.
Oh,
Oh,
Asheville, yep,
that was Midlife Trucker was talking about. She's just telling us what one he was talking about.
yep,
Um,
yep.
I see there's somebody back in the studio. I'll check you out in a minute. Um, he's probably talking about the Paris, Disneyland Paris. Is there Disneyland Paris? Dude, you guys are way more cultured than I am, man. Toga is the man. I agree. Guys, I'm going to take a break from the comments for a little bit. If I don't get to you, I do apologize. And if you don't need to spam my channel, guys, you can just say hi and I will get to your comment eventually. So, but I'm going to take a break for a second. Let's see who's, oh, all right. I guess we're going to liven up the show by throwing a grumpy old man in here. Hey, you grumpy old bastard. How are you doing?
Well, had a little hospital visit last night, but I'm feeling better.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Welcome in there, grumpy old guy.
Wait, why am I looking at 3 different people that don't have their picture on my screen?
Well,
I don't know.
one of us is not alike.
Felt like he was left out or something, I guess.
Now I feel like
maybe you got a phone call.
Now I feel like I'm peeking into a dark room. My goodness, guys.
The only reason why I'm in that is because I'm at home and and I'm in my sleeper berth, so we'll go that far.
You're in your sleeper berth?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get through these comments real quick, guys. I think Fate jumped out for a second or something. I don't know. He's disappeared on me. He says, I'm Turkish, born and raised in Turkey and still living here. I usually being in front of a screen. I'm usually being in front of a screen for 14 or 16 hours. I'm in
Hey,
the
John.
finance sector. Yeah, did you want to find out more about Toga? Because I'm reading this
Yeah,
story
can
right
you?
now.
So the best part about being in a hotel is I'm able to pee in a toilet and not a bottle. So I had to go take a pee. Can you start that over? I want to hear about Toga.
Okay, for future reference, for anybody that doesn't know this, just say you had to use the bathroom. Don't use the P word because that people don't like that word. So there you go. All right.
Are you censoring what I'm saying?
No, you can say what you want to, but you don't have to be on my channel to say it. Oh.
Burn.
he says.
Oh.
Oh, he did not just do that.
He just
You
did.
jerk. Get your butt back in here, you jerk. I'm messing with you, man. He'll be back. I'm just messing with him. Well, I'm going to read it again, even though he can't hear me, because he's not on here. I'm Turkish, born and raised in Turkey and still living here. I'm usually in front of a screen 14 to 16 hours. I'm in the finance sector. Let's say an individual investor, small game. Cool. That's friggin' awesome. Huh. Babe, AKA he's a billionaire. I got a billionaire watching my channel. Woohoo! All right. So WCF Invader says, oh, you're the man, Don. Yeah. There's going back and forth here. I'm in my 5th year of driving a semi. Oh, 5th year of driving a semi. Sorry, I didn't mishear you like that. Sorry about that. He's in his 5th year of driving a semi. Everybody remember to remove any outdated prescription medicine from your trucks. Road Checks 2024 is going to be checking for you know what and you know what. All right, now we're going to get spammed. Hi, hello, hello, hi. And then hola there, and then hi. Okay, I skipped all those because you guys don't need to see hi 16 times. Midlife Trucker says, the storybook breakfast is in Norway, yes, but there's a UK pavilion. All right. WCF Invader says, I haven't got notification for F8 channel in a while. Unsubbed and resubbed, and we'll see if that fixes it. Unfortunately, Zombie Burger closes at 8 or 9. Getting loaded at Pepsi. Awesome. Give me some Mountain Dew, man. Oops, that's not on the screen, is it?
Yeah,
Give me
they
some
don't get
Pepsi.
no hurry getting you loaded at the PepsiCo.
I don't know. Guys, I only got a couple more comments here real quick, and then I'll jump back on there. Wait, we got a guest. Let's see who it is. Oh, look who decided to come back. Look who decided to come
I don't
back.
believe in censorship.
Did somebody get their panties in a bunch?
I can't believe I can't say the P word. After everything we said, the P word isn't okay?
I said you can say whatever you want to.
Not on your channel, so I left your channel.
Oh,
So let me
but you
guess,
came
you jumped
back.
off the
This is
channel and you said,
censorship.
so you jumped off the channel and then you went P.
And I
P.
listened to you read the comment from Tolga. I quick rewound your live so I could listen to that.
I hope you missed it.
I didn't. Reading the comments. I'm still here.
Starting
I just
detention in 45 minutes, not in a door. I have to try the next time I'm here. Should have done that during my 7-hour break.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Says, got to cook dinner. Bye, everybody. Sounds good. Bring me some. All right. I'm joking, by the way. I'm not gonna read that comment. That guy just jumps out of my lives for no good reason.
Oh, a very good reason.
He's a
Censorship.
Turkish. I was messing with you, man. Get your
Dude,
panties
stop
out of a
getting
bunch
butthurt.
and joke around and have some fun. He's a Turkish prince and he wants to hide his money from him. Oh, okay, that's what he's talking about Tolga. And dude, I have a theory about this Tolga guy. He's an awesome dude. I love the comments. I think he's secretly a billionaire hiding from the world, and he's on my YouTube channel, guys. I have a billionaire on my YouTube channel. Woohoo! I mean, besides you, wait. I said
I
I'm
get
a
that a lot.
small. I said I'm a small game on purpose because people always thinking thinking I'm rich. I'm not poor, maybe, but not rich either. I mean, yet. Dude, you'll make it.
So
I know you will.
that's how I am, Tolga. I talk about certain things, and people, I've been like, I know exactly what Tolga is saying. Exactly. I mean, I'm not a
Really?
billionaire. Yeah,
Yeah, too many,
not
too
from
many,
not from
That's
anybody
true.
here.
That's true.
Not
You're
too
still a
many unbiased
millionaire.
assumptions.
Not from people in this live or anything like that. But like when I've talked about money, or I pulled down a short I did on something I purchased, and people get the wrong impression. You know what I mean? Like,
Unbiased assumptions.
Oh my goodness, Seven Seas is never gonna let me live that one down. Seven Seas is back. He says, I'm back in here. What are we talking about? W9 needed a power washing. And then, of course, he says, are we still accepting customers? Why do I feel like I'm never ever gonna live that down?
you're not. You said it.
Dude, you opened that door. Now you own it.
I was reading comments and I glanced out and the truck stop on that had some customers walking through the parking lot and I don't know why it just popped out. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, so let's move along now. Toga said, I love you folks as well and would love to say yes for being a billionaire because being a millionaire means nothing nowadays. Yeah, I know. That's why I go to billion now. I used to say you're a millionaire. Now I say billionaire because million means nothing anymore, honestly. So hey, you know what? Here's your chance. You like talking about money. If I had $1 million, could I live the rest of my life and never have to work?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Depends how you want to live. Absolutely. Absolutely.
How would I have to live in order to live up $1 million for the rest of my life? Let's say, okay, I'm 52. Let's say I'm going to live to be 80. So that's 18 years. No, is that 18 years?
So you gotta find,
28 years.
obviously I'm not a financial expert,
28 years.
but compound interest is a real thing. If you could live a meager, it's not even meager. Like, do you want to know how I want to live? Like, this is, I've shared this on my channel. I've never said the dollar amount and I'm still not going to, but I have a dollar amount in my mind. That's because like my partner, my wife, and I kind of have a plan that we both agree on. I would be comfortable living in like a fifth wheel camper on the coast. You know what I mean? Or having a very small condo somewhere. Like, I don't need a lot of money to live. I don't need a lot of money to live right now. You know what I mean? The only thing I don't own is my house. Now, I live, humble brag, I live in a very richy part of Minnesota. That's not because I have money. That's because I was good with my money. You know what I mean? And
No, I know that.
I bought my house as an investment for my future and looked at it as, if I can pay this off as quick as possible and sacrifice putting money in, my SEP IRA or stocks, but if I can pay this off, my return on this investment is going to be astronomical. And it right now has put me in different positions with the other properties I own. The only reason I own those is because of my house that I owned or that I still own, you know what I mean, or paying off. But it has value. And yes, you can live. If you had $1 million, you can live without having to work again. Absolutely. You might.
Okay, well, you don't have to tell me right now, but that brings the question: at what point, like, what is the number value that you would need in today's world to not retire rich, but retire and live an acceptable life the rest of your life? Like, is it 500,000? Is it
I don't know what that.
750,000?
Once again, it all depends on where you want to live. There's lots of retiree people that go and live in other countries. I'm not saying that's what I want to do, but there's lots of people that find ways to live a comfortable life without, retirement is achievable. That's the thing. A lot of us don't think retirement's achievable anymore. It is achievable. It requires discipline.
Put so much value in the old 401k plan, and it doesn't give you as much as you think it does.
What,
Right,
a 401k?
Yeah, it don't give you as much as you think it does.
You're getting free money. If you're a company guy that has a 401k and your company matches a certain percentage of what you're putting in, you're getting free money. Like, you should try. Once again, this is what I would do. This is what I did. It worked for me. It might not work for other people. What I did was I put in the max amount into my 401k that was allowed to me, a percentage, and my company matched up to X amount of percent. The money is continuing to grow with me doing nothing. Like, nothing. And the time that I was doing something by investing in it every pay period, so was my company. You know what I mean?
Well,
and I had access to it.
What you're saying is true, but I only mentioned that only more to John's point that he originally raised, and putting a dollar value on how to live comfortably. I mean, 401k doesn't go as far today as it did back when it first started out. I mean, that money, it isn't worth as much.
Well, no, that's called inflation. That's not the 401k. That's called inflation. Yeah. And where else are you going to put? I'm not saying you should do. Once again, I'm only talking about what's worked for me in my life. Might not work for you in your life. And I'm not the smartest guy. I make decisions that sometimes work, sometimes don't. But if you're putting your money just in your bank account and earning a small fraction of a percentage, if you're putting your money into a 401k, what's like, you're at least getting like 5, 6, 7% return on your money. That's a lot of money for doing nothing.
Yeah, a lot more than a CD account. Oh, that's for sure. Yeah.
But at times CDs are a good thing too. There's people that will say they're not good. At times having a CD is a good thing. I have CDs, you know what I mean? And they mature over time.
Me too, but the problem is, it's kind of like the tape cassettes. Sometimes you got to move on and go to the next thing. You know what I mean? All right, so
you asked the question.
I was just going to say that. You asked the question, and now you're like moving on.
No. I put my CDs next to my cassette tapes. I'm just saying.
Oh.
So you totally missed that, didn't you?
Humor over here.
Via correct investment tools, you don't need to have $1 million to retire early. 7C says, do customers that have wrenches get warranties? Dude, I get.
Dude, beat that drum. Dude, beat that drum.
Guys, here you go. Guys, everybody give that guy a thumbs up. That was a good comment. Actually, I have nothing to say there. I don't know. I guarantee you're having a good time laughing at your own comment because that was a good one. Midlife Trucker, if I was a millionaire, we all know you're a millionaire already. Don't even. You have a Cessna. I'm gonna start all these rumors about Midlife Trucker. He has a Cessna. He lives in a castle up on a mountain. He has a vacation home in Vail. I wouldn't tell anyone.
Turnabout's fair play, John. Careful now.
Huh?
Turnabout's fair play. Careful with that, John.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I'm just messing around. He knows it. If I was a millionaire, I wouldn't tell anyone. Well, there we go. Guess that proves he's a millionaire right there. because he didn't tell me he was. So, but there would be a few signs: a Bentley in the driveway and a brand new triple wide. I can't be the only one that finds that funny, guys. Come on.
I'm laughing. I'm smiling.
Well, I hope he lives in the country so he can be able to fit that triple wide there.
I think that's implied.
Yeah.
7C says 1 million will make about 80K a year on a mutual fund. He's not an expert. That's just his advice, but that's what he said. So, that wasn't his advice. That was his opinion. Sorry, I said that totally wrong. Midlife Trucker says, wait, that's a Rizzy part of Minnesota?
Wait,
Oh,
that's a
Ritzy.
wait.
That's a
There's a
Ritzy.
ritzy part of Minnesota. Isn't that called Canada? So, contrary to popular belief, I'm from northern Minnesota. Northern Minnesota is a pretty there are very nice places in northern Minnesota. That's not where I live now, but northern Minnesota is kind of a lot of it's been hurt economically because a lot of the mine, like working in the mines, have quit because they shut them down. The EPA shut them down. Northern Minnesota is a tough place to make it. It's cold. There's not a lot of work. I mean, but when you get down into the metropolitan area, there's a lot of good work in Minnesota in the metropolitan area.
Yeah. I don't know. All I know is you live in Minnesota. All right. So Toga says, Midlife Trucker, after those funny luxury toys, after those fun? No, after those, he didn't say fun at all. Where did I get fun from? What is wrong with me tonight? After those luxury toys, trust me, you don't have to say anything to make richness obvious, sir. I think he was being sarcastic, man. Invest wisely, and I'll bet you could invest the $1 million and you could live off the growth.
The growth of the $1 million is what he's saying,
No,
and he's
I get it.
absolutely right.
I get it. I mean, if someone didn't want to, like if I actually know people that are millionaires, and I guess they just want to keep working because they want more than that. But if you didn't have to be rich, why wouldn't you just retire at that point and live life? You know?
So are you saying Forrest Gump there, John?
I'm not meant. I can't believe you just revealed that on public. Oh my goodness. Oh. 7C says, and the portfolio is also going to continue to grow at the same time. Besides the dividend payment, first 100K
So
is
this
the hardest part. Then growing exponentially is pretty fast for sure.
So Tolga is 100% right. And I'll share something that you and I have talked about, John, something I've thought about doing, but it reveals stuff that I'm not so comfortable with. You can do little things. You can invest $5 a day. You can invest $5 for 365 days, or you can invest the amount that the stock market's open. I think like 280 some days the stock market was open in 2024 or is open in 2024. And if you invest in dividend stocks, I started something in January to prove to people that this works. And I'm thinking of making videos out of this. Now it's $5 a day in 3 stocks that I chose. So I'm spending $15 a day. That's, in my mind, that's affordable. I understand a lot of people might not find that affordable, but you should be able to find $5 affordable. Now, like I said, this isn't a lot of money because what Tolga says, getting your first $100,000 in dividends is very hard to achieve because you have to invest so much. Unless you find what?
I have a question. How do you get started doing something like that? I was always under the impression that in order to get into a stock purchase or program where you could make money on stocks, you had to have, a gross amount of money to start with.
No, absolutely not. They make so true. Like so many. So you have Acorn, you have Robinhood, you have Cash App. There's so many places that you can go and buy portion stocks. You don't need to buy full stock shares. But then there's a thing called dollar cost average, right? So stocks go up, stocks go down, stuff like that, right? So if you're investing $5 a day, and I'm not saying that this is for everybody. I'm doing something to prove to people that this works, right? So some days you're buying a stock. Like I have one stock that I think I have like $450 invested in it, right? But and I forget, I think the stock traded at, let's just say $25, right? The stock started at $25. Well, it went down after I first bought it. So but now it's up. It's up like 7.5%, right? My average share of the price of that stock is like $21 or something like that, right? Because my first investment was low, then it went up, then it went back down. And every day I was buying $5 worth of that stock at that stock price. So you have dollar cost average. So let's say if you only invested once a month, you're investing at whatever that stock price is at that period. Investing daily, you're getting it as it fluctuates. You know what I mean? I'm not, I'm only talking about what I do, But getting back to what I was saying, on those 3 stocks, the month of April, I received $10.50 in dividend payments for doing nothing.
Wow.
For owning the stock. Now that's not a lot of money, but my goal.
If the video you plan on making is easy to understand as the explanation you're making now, I'm in. So you go ahead and make it. I'll watch it.
Midlife Trucker says, always match your 401k at least up to the matching amount. I agree with that. I know it's just an opinion, but that's what I would do, and that is what I do.
One more note to add to that, Scott. I mean, you're actually the first person that's actually made it sensibly sound decent, because before this conversation, stocks have been out of the question for me. I assumed too much, but I didn't know you could do it the way you're explaining.
I don't tell people to do anything with their money. I'm not good like that. But if a stupid trucker like myself can own stocks, then anybody can, and yes, I do. So there you go.
Well, here's the problem. None of us are taught this. None of us are taught how to, like in school. We're not taught how to grow wealth, to generate wealth. We're taught how to be employees. That's what we're taught. And if I wish I would have learned the stuff that I've learned over time. Like, I wish I would have done what I do now when I was in my 20s, because I didn't.
Okay, do you agree with this comment? For all you guys that love to, what you're talking about, Toga says, finance is all about mindset, actually. Math is only like 10% of it. I mean, maximum, LOL. You guys agree or disagree?
Totally agree.
I actually agree with it.
So if my mindset is I'm a millionaire, does that make me a millionaire? No,
but you can live like a millionaire.
No, I can't, because if you don't have $1 million, you can't live like a millionaire.
Well, absolutely, you can. Do you think millionaires just go out and spend whatever money they want to spend?
No, if I had $1 million, if I wanted to live like a millionaire, I'd live like a stupid millionaire, not a smart one. Jeez.
So my best friend, my best friend is a multi-millionaire, right? And I've learned so much from him. Now
he probably lives like
he's achieved that. He's achieved that by being a single guy, not having kids, things like that, not saving for college for his kids like I did, and things like that. But you know what? Like, he eats ramen noodles. He makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. He brings a lunch to work with him every day. You know what I mean?
Well, what I was going to add to what you're saying is I think by mindset, what he means is, if you bring yourself up to, you have all the money to spend and you spend it foolishly, then you're going to wind up in the crapper. Okay. But if you have the mindset, like Scott's talking about, to be frugal with and spend only what you need, then yeah, there's a better mindset. You'll save more faster.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many things.
I have to say, after you talking about your friend there, and he's single, I would not give up my wife and my kids for all the money in the world. So that's just my
I didn't
choice.
say you had to give up anything.
No,
I didn't say that.
No,
He made
I'm
it.
not
He made a
saying
decision.
that either. Calm down, take a breath. It's okay. I wasn't saying that either. I was saying if I had to choose between the two, because he's single, so he kind of made a choice to be single, right? I mean, obviously he did, because so
Yeah, he's made that
just saying,
choice.
I wouldn't make that choice.
But
Personally,
okay,
I'm willing to give up money to do that.
Can we speak a little frankly? Or like, I don't know what we're.
No, Frank's not here anymore.
No, like, I don't know what you're willing to share. I know you've shared it on other things, but like, so if I talk out of turn here, just stop me, okay? You and I did the exact same thing for quite a while, correct?
Yes.
We both experienced a very high thing in trucking, meaning income, correct?
Yes.
Do you believe that we did different things to put us into different positions than we're in now?
Of course.
Okay, that's the thought process of a millionaire.
Are you saying you have the thought process of a millionaire and I have a thought process of a broke guy?
I'm not calling you broke, John. I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. That's not at all what I'm doing.
You're so
I
serious
think he's
tonight,
just trying
dude.
to delineate the word mindset to mean something.
Guys. Yes, I know. I'm picking. He's so serious tonight. No, I get it. No, I get it.
I think that a lot of people. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think achieving and being able to attain wealth is something you can do. It's all in mindset, and it's all in what you do when
Amen.
you are handed a large amount of money.
I know. See, I don't live. I'm going to say this as nicely as possible, and I don't fault other people for doing what they do, but I'm talking about myself. I don't live life for money. Money means that I can have a roof over my head and food in my mouth, and my wife and kids can have what they need. That's all it is to me.
What do you think it is for me?
No, like there are people that live their lives for the next dollar. Like they literally will do anything to make money. I'm not that guy. Like I don't have to have a lot of money. I can live at medium or less than medium the rest of my life, and I'd be perfectly fine because my happiness doesn't come from money.
Well, what if I told you could do something that everything you just said allows you to be more present with your family instead of behind the wheel of a truck? Would that matter to you?
It would depend on what you were going to tell me.
Well, like I just said, the idea of generating wealth and creating wealth is something that can be done. You just have to do it.
No, I
and
know,
it's not
I know,
easy.
But I'm just saying, okay, I don't know how to put it any differently, so I'm going to say it a little more boldly. I don't worship money, and I don't think I really worry about it. I don't, because I don't provide for myself. God provides for me. So.
Well, that's where I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
I feel like I'm telling a ghost story right now.
I get what you're saying, Scott, and I can relate to what you're saying. I mean, because I don't make all the money in the world, but you know what? Every opportunity I get to change my mindset in order to improve my quality of life for my family, I'm all in, brother.
I like the light, John. You look like you're at a dance club. You're at a disco. I'll share this. I'm not going to show a product, but I have a really bad habit, right? That I do almost all day long. It is very expensive in the state of Minnesota It is a nicotine product.
I know what it is.
Yeah, I know you know what it is, but I'm trying to censor myself here because I said the P word earlier, and that evidently isn't an okay word.
You open
So
yourself up.
I don't know if the C word is okay to say on this channel.
Hey, when we get out of this live, I'm gonna go to the nearest store and buy you a new bag of panties because I think yours are just all bunched up right now. Yes, you chew. We all know you chew.
Okay,
We know that.
So a can of chew in Minnesota is $11 a can now. That is ridiculous for something that I know
that's a lot of money.
that I know is killing me, and I know is like detrimental to me. And it's I need to quit it. But if I look at how much money I spend on chew per year, and I can't afford to invest money, something's wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So like,
your priority would be in chew and not money at that point. It's kind of what I was
No,
saying.
I'm just saying, like,
priorities.
Like I hope I get what you're saying, but I think not planning for a future, it isn't the smartest thing, whether you're a Christian or not. I don't think God would tell you, don't worry, don't plan, don't do what you're supposed to do, I'll take care of you. I think we always should plan. And that doesn't mean I love money and I would do anything for a dollar. It means I am planning for my future to better everybody around me. To better everybody.
You're doing that. You're doing that, dude. You're doing that, dude. Just having this conversation.
We live in the country where we can all live the way we want to live, and I kudos to you for what you do, and kudos to me for what I do, and awesome to everybody. There we go. How's that? So, Midlife Trucker says, F8, you could stop right after you said it's cold. Okay, this must have been from a while ago. My millionaire plan, mail order. My millionaire plan, mail order. I'm selling a P with another P behind it, enlargement kit for $29.99. It's really just a short cord. You simply have your own cinder block. Okay, I can't finish. I'm sorry, I tried. Single stocks are too risky. Maybe I'll just.
What? Wait a minute. When you're investing in mutual funds, what do you think you're investing in? You're investing in a fund that holds nothing but individual stocks. You definitely should have a diversified.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you talking?
You should be diverse.
That's who said single stocks are too risky.
You should be diversified. That's what I would say. You shouldn't put all your money in one basket and in one thing. You should diversify.
I think that's what he was trying to say. You just said it differently. Maybe it's just for Congress. Okay, you know what? If you want to have too much fun with my brain, stop it. When investing in all of the companies making whatever we say the government will buy. Okay. Oh, wait. Too many skeletons in the closet to run for any office. Yeah, we already know about your Bentley and your triple wide. I'm just saying. WCF Invader says F8 is right. I'm sorry. Bait is right. I'm getting tired, obviously. I'm getting very tired. Buying stocks over time is really the best way to do it, especially essentials. Guys, I'm going to finish reading this one. Lowe's, best bang for your buck. That would be great. All right, guys, there's like 30 or 40 more comments in here. I'm going to just sort through real quick and just pick up.
Well, one thing's for sure. I just have to say this. Scott, you are a professional at chewing up the conversation. But
Yeah, you got tired all of a sudden, John.
Huh?
You need some coffee, bro. No, and guys,
Hey guys, I appreciate everybody coming on. I really do. Awesome conversation. We've been on here almost 1 hour and 50 minutes, guys. I really do appreciate it. Everybody make sure you hit that like button. Go subscribe to F8 Trucking. Go subscribe to Trucking State of Media. The Grumpy Old Trucker. Everybody in the comment section, I'm done. I'm tired. Guys, have a good night. Remember,
You're
truckers are
falling
people
apart.
too. Truckers are people too.
Later, guys.
You can stay in.